25-day health and fitness challenge. Today it's about reflection. Today is about reflection. Hope you guys done that earlier today. Right now it's about 2:30 right now, Eastern Standard Time. And I wanted to come on here for day 21. Uh, I want to feel my commitment, of course, that I've set out to do 25 days straight of going live and also to just doing the challenge, of course. And I hope you guys are doing it out there too. I know we have a Facebook group that's doing it. We have a text message group that's doing the challenge, of course, here. I know a few people on YouTube is doing it. Well, we'll be starting the next challenge. We'll be starting January 5th. The next challenge will be January 5th. You heard it correctly. I'll give you some more information and where you can actually sign up for the challenge here. It's gonna be a great challenge. The challenge is not just for the body, even though it's a health and fitness challenge, we'll be doing starting January 5th, but also too, we're working on the mindset as well here. We're gonna give you certain mini challenges, tasks to do along the way of the 25 days of health and fitness there. The best gift you can give to yourself is your health. You pay now or you're gonna pay more later. It's sort of like inflation. Back in the day, if someone made say 4.25 an hour, even like for example minimum wage back in the day was 4.25 an hour when I had my first job as here in America was 4.25. I had another job overseas. I was a paper boy around a long time ago when I was like 10 years old or so. What was that? Yeah, 10 years old. And now, of course, kind of going back to minimum wage. Minimum wage is 4.25 now here. I mean, back when I first started, I think it was like 90, maybe 91, 92. It's 4.25. It's crazy to think that. And now I don't know what minimum wage is now, but I know it's more than 4.25 and everything it is for certain. So what does that mean? Inflation caught up. So with your health is the same thing. Right now you're paying for your health is spending some time. Yes, you're spending some time, maybe working out, training, walking, maybe preparing food ahead of time. You may be doing as well. Also getting some sleep and all this. All this is you're paying now. You don't do that now. Later on in the future, it's going to be more expensive through going to doctor visits, and you have to spend more time on being ill and so forth like that. And this is all you can do. And that's another thing too. I always like to say, medicine is a practice. Practice. It's called a practice of medicine, or a practice of health. It's just a practice and all that. Everything you do, you believe that you're doing things right. The research says this, research says that, and you in the future you just you I believe in God, so I pray that everything lines up just that way there. But one thing I can make sure that I stay healthy is by doing preventive medicine. That's now. So doing it now will cost you less versus because inflation is big time as you get older. Inflation, I mean money that you spend on your health. That is. Yes. So let's get to it now, guys. Let's get back to it here. Day 21. I'm excited for this day here. We have 4 more days and the challenge is over with. And we'll start back with the challenge again January 5th. Join us again here, guys. Join us January 5th. We're gonna be going live again. I'll be doing different. I have a calendar set up, a PDF calendar I'll be giving to you guys that you guys will know. And also I'm gonna give you guys videos too, many videos along the way, just like I'm doing right now for the guys that's doing it, and the guys and women that are doing it right now. So anyways, get to it here. Day 21. Day 21 on Sunday is a time for reflection. The great book out there says that you're supposed to work 6 days and 1 day off. And of course today, not technically off, but it's we're working out 25 days in a row. Of course, I did my 25 minutes earlier today, a minimum 25 minutes I did earlier. But now it's about reflection. How can we do things better coming up in the future? How can we do things better? So how we can do that, of course, is by looking backwards. And when I worked with the military, when I worked with the military, I took it upon myself to do 3 months of acting like I was in the military. I acted like I was in basic training by myself now, and I did every hour I had accounted for. That's what basic training is about. Every second's accounted for. And I got this idea because I used to work with a lot of AIT soldiers. I worked with a regular population, but I worked with a lot of AIT soldiers. These soldiers just came out of basic training. They would tell me a lot of stuff's going on with them, and just the behavior and how they changed, and how a lot of them brought a lot of good stuff out of them, and some stuff brought some things that wasn't the best and all that. But we all talked about control the controllables. We talked about just life in general. I talked with them. It was a good time. I got to learn a lot from these young soldiers that took the challenge on and be in the military. And I said, yeah, I'm gonna try this myself. I want to know how they felt. And what I did every Sunday when I took this challenge with myself, I did this challenge with myself. I did 90 days. I did, and every Sunday I would look back. How can I improve? How can I tighten up on things that I did? And it was, every week was a little different every week. It was like, okay, let me tighten up on my food here. How can I tighten up on, if I go to work and there's food prepared, there's donuts. How can I get out of that, that situation there? If it's, if I'm hungry late at night, how can I decrease chance of being hungry at night when I cut off eating at 8 o'clock that night? How can I do ahead of time? So I will look at certain things. I'm looking at my notes here, so I'm looking this way right here. I had to look at different things. I had to look at myself. I had to look at, first I asked the question, why did I start that challenge back then? This is back about maybe about 4 years ago I did this. And I had to look at myself like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And the reflection that I'm doing right now is to kind of get you to slow down, kind of get you to see, those holes that you don't see, kind of looking back, almost looking at yourself as an outside person, looking kind of like a bird's eye view of your whole past week. What can you do better? I know myself, what I can do better is making sure that I actually get some sleep. That's one thing, especially on the weekends, because I have a lot of events going on, a lot of functions going on, because it's, I just want to check, make sure I'm live here. And yeah, I'm live. Okay, perfect. There's a lot of events going on, stuff like that. So if there's a lot of events and everything going on, then guess what? That means possibly my schedule might be thrown off, my eating schedule might be thrown off, my sleep schedule might be thrown off. So how can I adjust that? And that's what I did. That's what I did this weekend here and everything. So one thing I can do personally myself is get more sleep. Make sure I get more sleep here. So what I mean, really being truthful, intentional with my sleep. With my schedule. That's what it means. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just looking at my notes here. You have to look at too. Look at the winning side too of things. Do you have more energy? Some questions. There's some questions you ask yourself. Do I have more energy? Did I sleep better? Am I more consistent with my movement or working out? Or my cardio, that is here. Is your mindset stronger from now versus day one? I know it has to be. I know I feel better. I feel better myself. I wasn't saying I always felt bad before, but I just feel better. I feel like optimized. Especially I get sleep too on top of that. Eat the proper food, man. The best thing ever is working out early in the morning. But the key thing with working out early in the morning for a lot of people is going to bed. You got to go to bed now. Got to go to bed. And key thing for me, especially in the morning time, to win the morning, for me, truly it is. And I found out I proved this weekend. We had a little bit of frost here, and it was really cold here where I'm at, in the DMV area. And so it's cold and chilly and all that. I made sure I was really prepared. I know I had to start my car. I had to warm my car up earlier to get ready for work and everything. And so I made sure my food was ready, made sure my clothes was out, prepared. And that really helped me out to prepare for the week. Had 3 days of food prepared already ahead of time, because the preparation Sunday. I did reflection again. And it's just those small little bits right there. So guess what? That made me get the workout in, go to the gym, get the workout in, go home, shower, eat my food, get ready for work, be on time for work, have more energy for class later on at night, go to bed, and do it all again. And of course, before I go to bed, I'm getting things prepared for the next day. And a lot of these things here is a lot of things I did as a kid too, that I'm using now as an adult. And it's wild how some of the things that I would fight against my parents and everything I'm doing now to actually accomplish the goals I want to accomplish. Because I love working out in the morning time. Do I like waking up every time in the morning? Nah, I don't. Sometimes I don't. Especially if I go to bed a little later. But if I go to bed, cut off the eat at 8 and go to bed at perfect timing, go to bed around 9:30, man, I'll sleep like a baby and wake up ready to go for working out. And the working out, like I said before, and I said this many times on a lot of videos, gives you so much energy throughout the day. It's amazing. So I don't need no caffeine or anything like that. I'm good. So what else we got here, guys? So what can we improve on? And I talked a little bit about that. I found out what I can improve on. My sleeping is one thing, especially on the weekend here. I know this weekend's a little abbreviated. Had some other things I was doing. This weekend coming up, I probably won't have that much. The weekend coming up. Where do you need to tighten up on? And tighten up means right here. Let me say this. This is it's not about it's not about being perfect. Not about being perfect. It's not about being perfect. I got my notes I'm looking at. It's not about having guilt or shame, just a truth. You want to actually like where am I? I can cut. I can cut. Where am I cutting corners at? Where am I making excuses? You think about that. Where are you cutting corners? Where are you making an excuse? What habits do I know I have to avoid? Think about that. Think about that detail. For you, maybe for someone out there, maybe late night eating, and maybe skipping workouts. Maybe we're not skipping workout. We're doing 25 days in a row. We're doing here. Inconsistency, sleep, right there. Too much phone time, absolutely. A lot of people have that phone time stuff in there. But really be honest with yourself and see where you can deviate from. You know, there's been too much time with the kids or with the dog or something like that. Or a lot of times people don't have the problem spending too much time with kids and stuff, but spend too much time at work. Um, yeah, you should ask yourself these questions here. These are some great questions to ask. Great question to ask. Another thing, of course, here, and this is the ultimate thing here is whatever you're not truthful with, you can't fix. So it's like taking ownership. When you take ownership or accountability, then guess what you're doing? You're taking ownership of it. So ownership means that you own it, so you can deviate from it. It's like you own a piece of property. You can own that property. Say if it's out in the country or something like that, you can put anything you want on a property. You can put a house on there. You can put cows on there if it's way out in the country. You don't need no city ordinance and all that or something like that. You can just go with me on example, of course, here. But you can do it everything. So if you own what you feel that you're missing, or something that you're doing, like eating late at night and stuff like that, if you own it, then guess what? You can fix it. Like say, for example, a good one here is someone's late night eating, snacking, and they like to eat something salty. They like to eat, chips, say salsa and chips they like to eat. And salsa chips is not, the worst thing out there to eat late at night. But up, of course, for your calories and also like that. But the key thing here is, what can you how much chips are you eating? Salsa's not too big of that, but the chips, how much chips are you eating? Because a whole big bag of chips is about 1,200 calories. If you eat a whole bag of chips and you ate all day long, then you're going over the calories. Say if you're trying to lose weight, you're going over calories right there. Definitely, just right there, you're going over calories. But the key thing to do is, say if you do eat salsa and chips like that, you do taking and putting some of the chips, just not the whole bag, but just some of the chips aside like that. Or one thing I do, and I still like for myself, I like the crunch. I like the crunch of chips personally. So guess what I do? I do baby carrots. Baby carrots help me to get that crunch that I like. Also, too, I found out this right here's a good one. Doing apple cinnamon. I don't know what they call it, but apple cinnamon in the oven. You cut up some apples. I did 3 Fiji apples. I did, and I put some cinnamon on them. Put a little bit of water in the pan. And I think you put some butter and all that, but I didn't do all that. I just put it in the oven. I forgot how long I put it in there for. You can look it up yourself. I put it in there and came out perfect. Oh my Lord, it was amazing. It was cinnamon apples, and it was absolutely, it gave me instead of a little crunch there too. It gave me that satisfaction there too. So of course, this week, after you do the actual tighten up and all that, now it's about that resetting now. This is actually our last week of the challenge that we're doing here. It's day 21. I cannot believe it. Day 25, of course, is the last day. It's the last day we're giving thanks and giving the gift of our health to all our loved ones and to ourselves, of course. But now we're going to reset here. Not doing more. We don't need to do more. A lot of times we're doing enough already. Excuse me, guys. You're doing enough already. You're doing enough. A lot of times, just what can we do better? Like, how can you be more productive? Like, you're busy, but how can you be productive now? How can you be better? I know for myself, getting more sleep here and make sure I have my meals prepared ahead of time. Yep, that'll be the 2 things I need to work on. 2 things I need to work on. Yep. I work on the 2 right there, and then I need to get some more baby carrots because I do like my chips sometimes at night there. So I do those right there. I'm good to go. Good to go. And some ideas for you guys here would be some things to think about. I'm looking at my notes here. Small adjustments, earlier meals you might have. Tighten up on your routine, workout routine that is here. Stronger boundaries. And boundaries are a key thing for a lot of people because especially the holidays coming up, a lot of people be coming in town and parties and stuff like going on. And also to being intentional with everything you do. And that's what I'm gonna do for 2026. My goal is to be really intentional on what I want out here. I was talking to one of my coworkers, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the flow and stuff like that." I said, "No, no, no, no. You can't go with the flow. Mm-mm, mm-mm. You have to actually have semi. You don't have to be like it doesn't have to be a concrete plan because you want to be able to adjust to and stuff. But you need to have a plan. You know, you have to have a plan. I think it was Jim Rome. Jim Rome, a famous speaker, and he's passed away now, but just a wonderful person, Jim Rome. And he said, when do you build a house? When it's finished. That's when you build the house. So basically, it means that the foundation has to be done already in your head, or the blueprints have to be done already before you can actually build the house. So I want you guys tonight to do this for me. I know already we're going to bed we're stop eating at 8 o'clock. That's one of our mini challenge today we had. Our mini mental challenge was to stop eating after 8 o'clock tonight. Really get some sleep. But one thing I want you to do, I want you to write this down too. Write it down. You actually get pen and paper out. Don't put it on your phone. I want you to write it down. It's just something about it. It does more because you have to use more physical. So you have to remember doing it. It'll be almost etched in your mind. It's almost like emotional trigger for you. It will trigger you when you do this because you have to go find a pen. If you don't have a pen local, you can normally use your phone. It just kind of breaks you out of that routine. A lot of people don't use pen and paper. A lot of people use the phone still. So I want you to write down one thing that you can improve this week, one thing you can improve on, and then one thing you can tighten up tomorrow. One thing you write down that you can improve on, and one thing you can tighten up on. All right. This is the 4th week here for us. Starting off a course here for 25-day Dr. JH3 25-day health and fitness challenge. The next challenge we'll be doing will be January 5th. We're going to do the 1st, but we're going to do January 5th. I know a lot of people will be traveling in the 1st and all that. We'll do January 5th, and we'll go all the way 25 days we'll go for. And then, and then we'll start probably another challenge after that, or we'll do something after that. I have a few things in plan for us. But the main thing, of course, consistency. Consistency beats motivation every day. That's one thing you have to remember. Motivation it's fleeting. It comes and goes, motivation. But being consistent and remembering that you committed to yourself. There's a lot of things you do for other people, especially around this time of year, Christmas and everything. We give stuff to the homeless. We take clothes down to shelters. We donate stuff to, the Salvation Army. We donate some. We donate our time, not just anything else. We donate our time. All these things here that we do, all those things we do, we give back to people, Christmas dinner for people. We do all these things we do. And with that said there, it's time for you to give back to yourself, especially your health. Because your health is truly, you can work on that. And it doesn't matter, you don't need a gym membership. You don't need a gym membership, And it's a beautiful thing. We really think about it, that you can affect your health. Like you don't have to go to the doctor and get if you're, if you need, doctor supervision and stuff like that, go, of course. But like right now, you listen to me right now, you can actually, right now it's December 21st, 2:48 p.m. Like right now, you can go walk outside right now. If you can't walk outside, it's too cold outside, you can walk right in your house. You can walk. You can make a decision yourself on what you want to do. It's amazing. Think about that. You can make a decision for your health. And the thing about it is for your present self and for your future self. It's amazing to think that. You don't need a financial planner to do that. You don't need anybody. You just need yourself. You say, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to get some push-ups here right now. I'm going to do some sit-ups right now. I'm going to go for it right now. Yeah, I can't run right. If say someone said had a bad leg or bad knee, okay, what can I do then? My heart's bad. What can I do? If you need to go talk to your doctor first before starting any program, absolutely, go talk to your doctor first. Then after that, if the doctor gives you clearance, then start it up. Start the program up. Start your own program up. If you don't do my program, my program is 25 days health and fitness challenge, and we have mini mental executions or many challenges we have, many mental challenges we have all along the way. For each day, you have a little something else to kind of think about. And the whole thing of all this is about awareness. That's what it really comes down to, awareness. Because if you're aware of certain things and not just moving out of routine or habit, that's when you really win. You think about it. You really think about it here. Like everything, like for example, you go to school when you're younger. You go to elementary school, middle school, high school, and what do you do after that? Most people go to college. Most people work. Most people may start a business possibly. So 3 lanes you go into. Maybe you go in the military. You do some kind of work you do, or some being a productive citizen you do. Then what do you do after that? We have a routine. Then after that, people meet people, possibly get married. Then after that, or they may do their own thing, working on myself and all those people do, and then they get married. Then after that, what do they do? Have kids. Then after that, what do? You build up to your career, get the golden handcuffs, or you come close to getting those. And then what after that? After you get the golden handcuffs, you're trying to get off that, hopefully pay the house off before you retire. Then you retire, and hopefully you're in good health when you retire. It's the key thing here. And then what happens after that? What happens after that? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Then we pass away and stuff like that. We get back to as much as we can to our grandkids and stuff like that. That's if you have kids, if you choose to have kids, or if you find someone to have kids with. So it's a lot to it. But one thing, I'm saying all that to say that you get to make some decisions in your life for yourself. And one thing you can't do is your health. You can't. They say, as one doctor said, it's a lot of genetic component, just being lucky, as one doctor said, just being lucky. You may have, genetically or not genetically, in your family, they so-called say it runs, high blood pressure running, diabetes running in your family. But that doesn't have to be the case. It doesn't have to be the case. But and I always ask the question, did those people take care of themselves? Did they? If they didn't, then take care of yourself. But first of all, you won't end up in possibly the situation that you end up in. Even if you have horrible genetics like that in your family, if you have strong cardiovascular issues in your family, do what you can do. Preventive medicine, of course. Go see your doctor. Get some salmon in. Get some omega-3 fatty acids in. Avocado, get those in. Check your A1C, your cholesterol. Check those stuff out there. But let me wrap this up, guys. Here I'm talking and stuff like that. And if you're watching this on the replay, put it in the chat, on the comments, a replay. And this week is about being precise. This week here, about not precise, but about precision. This week is about precision. Excuse me. The fourth week is about precision here. About how can we become better. This is the last week here of the challenge here. If you've just seen this for the first time, guys, join us on the challenge. This is Dr. JH3 with the Dr. JH3 25-day health and fitness challenge. Join us. It's day 21. Tomorrow, day 22. I cannot believe it. And Christian will be here soon too. We're giving the present of our health to ourselves and to our family members. It's amazing, amazing time. The next one, health and fitness challenge we start will be January 5th. We'll be starting up. You'll have notice about it. I'll put a link so you can sign up for it. Right now, we do have a Facebook group, we do have a YouTube channel, and we do have a text message group that we have going on. So we have a lot of people in it, and a lot of people are enjoying it too. I'm enjoying it as well. So take care, guys. Join us right now. There's no excuse. You can join us right now, and you can join us later on too. Take care of yourself, and we talk to you very soon. Take care.